Hello there. Yeah, so I'm starting out making some meshes for my game, and I'm definitely not a modeler. I've used Blender a couple times, but every time I have to relearn everything. So um, I stumbled upon a problem yesterday when I was starting up Blender again that in my game I'm gonna have these huge pipes, and these are just basic versions to get me started. The problem was that when I imported them into Unreal, the origins were all wrong. Uh, Even though you can see here the origins are correct, and I've looked at many tutorials about how to bake the transform or apply the transform and do the exporting a certain way, they will always be wrong when I import them into Unreal. And then the solution would be to place um, every one of these pipes at 0, 0. So every one of these pipes would be here, and I don't like that way of working, so I get really frustrated with that. And I found a couple tools. The first one I found was this Easy Mesh Batch Exporter, which is an add-on to Blender. And here you can do a lot of nice things. You can just select all your meshes, and they will become separate meshes. Uh, uh, like in if you do it with Blender's default exporter, you will export one FBX with all these nested, and that could be nice, but you probably want your meshes separated just to make it easier to handle. So I thought that's great. So that solved a lot of problems because this would make the origin point correct. But then the issue I found was that Unreal doesn't have a good way of creating hollow collisions, or yeah, it creates simple collisions by default, and you can change the collision to a box or a sphere or whatever, and that's not going to help me because I want to walk inside these tubes, these pipes. So I went on another expedition to find a way to create these collisions, and what I found then was that yeah, you can just make a copy. Like for instance, you can make another copy here. Let's see if I can just move that. That's a copy inside of this pipe. It's just the same mesh repeated, and you prefix it with the UCX underscore, and then Unreal will take that and create a collision using that. Uh, but that works, but then you can't use this easy batch exporter because it just exports meshes separately, and then it doesn't really know, as far as I know, a way to select the the collision mesh and add it to the import. You still have to do it like this, and then you have to name it. It becomes super annoying, and I want to have a good workflow for the future, so I can't deal with that. So what you do, like you can see here, I've parented this duplicate mesh, the collision mesh that I want. I've parented to the the mesh that I want to export. You do that by selecting the child and then the parent, and you press Control P, like this, and you select object here, and it will be parented like this, like you see here. Yeah, so I thought that's good, but like I said, I don't want to go through all this and write the name again. It kills your mood, your will to create things. So I started looking around and I found another add-on that is called, let's see if I remove this, called Super Duper Batch Exporter. Found that, and what that is, it gives you the option to export parent objects. And I'm not sure if you can read that, but it exports the same as objects, but objects that are parented have their children exported alongside them. So you get the children as well. So I was thinking that's pretty much the same thing as doing this. Um, and also what you can do is you can set the origin location to 0. So that fixes the issue with the origin. And you can also set scale and everything here. And yeah, so you just like do the settings you need in here and make sure to put it to parent objects, not objects. And you can also like limit what you want to export if you have lots of stuff in your scene. And then you press this batch export. And it does it. And you get all your, when you import it to Unreal, you will get the collision baked in and just one mesh and not a bunch of crap. And yeah, I just thought that this would be helpful for someone else because I didn't. It was kind of hard to find all this these workarounds for Unreal. Maybe there's a better way. I haven't found it yet, but if you know, you can please tell me so I don't have to do uh, create these separate meshes and everything. That would be the best thing I would say. Also, yeah, you can make LODs, I think, as well. Or is that on the other one? Yeah, you probably have to, let's see, you do objects maybe? No, sorry, it's on this batch export. You can create LODs automatically. But yeah, I guess you can do that in Unreal as well, so maybe not that useful. Yeah, just thought I'd share this. Thank you. Bye.